So you want to be a dumpster diver, or you want to up your dumpster diving game? Well, friends, I got you covered. Come along with me. My name is Julie, also known as the Frugal Mama. Let's go over all of my best tips, practices, suggestions for getting out there and starting dumpster diving or upping your dumpster diving game. I have been doing this for 11 years, guys, and hopefully you all can learn from some of my mistakes. Oh my goodness, so many mistakes, and from all the lessons that I have learned along the way. And maybe, just maybe, you can avoid making those same mistakes yourself. Let's jump in those bins, shall we?
Your first task, know the law. A simple Google search should help you find the appropriate ordinances, state laws, etc. that apply to where you live. It is vital that you know what you're up against so that if you are confronted by store employees, security, or police officers, you will have the information to back yourself up. And also, if you decide to go anyway, even if it is illegal, you'll know what you're getting yourself into and what risks you are taking. If there's a no trespassing sign, I would just say avoid it, but I'm not going to judge you if you go ahead and give it a try. Your next task, find a dumpster. Lots of stores have compactors or their dumpsters are locked. We do not break locks or force open dumpsters or their gates around them or anything like that. So be prepared. You might have to travel quite a bit and look far and wide, other towns and places you wouldn't have thought of until you find a dumpster that works for you, one that doesn't have a lock and that has stuff you would actually want to dumpster dive for. This next tip is one of the most common that I give to first-time or aspiring dumpster divers. You need to do that looky-loo. You've got to do this to break the ice, just to get over that fear and the nervousness that is holding you back. So you find a dumpster, you run up to it, you lift the lid, you see if there's anything in there. Whether there is or not, it doesn't matter. It's just the act of opening the lid, driving up behind a store to their dumpster, opening your car door, jumping out, running excitedly and nervously to that dumpster, looking in, seeing what you see, or not even seeing anything because you are so nervous and so scared. Do it. Go ahead. But at the very least, the looky-loo gets you past all of that nervousness over those reservations and helps break the ice. It's a must-do for aspiring and first-time dumpster divers. Fast, stealthy, and then run back, get in your car, and drive away. If you do happen to find something, well, you might go ahead and grab it, and that will just spur you on and get you excited for getting into full-time dumpster diving. Now that you are well versed on the law in your area and know what city ordinances are working for or against you, you have found a dumpster, you've done the looky-loo, broken the ice, you are excited, your courage is up, you are ready to get out there and get dumpster diving. Well, here comes the hard part, and probably the most labor-intensive, but most important part of starting out in the dumpster diving game. That is recon. You've got to do your homework. You need to find out when is the best time for you to go to that dumpster. What's going to fit into your schedule, for one thing, but also is going to be the most effective when it comes to hitting up those dumpsters. Is there a security patrol? Are there locks? Do the locks come off sometimes? When is their dumping and pickup schedule? When will employees be there working? When is that area, that strip mall, most likely to have patrons that are hitting up other stores? What are the store's hours? All of these things are vital, and only you can figure them out. It's always different in every different area. So a lot of different factors will determine when is the best time for you to hit up those bins. But it's vital that before you start dumpster diving on a regular basis, you get out there and gather that pertinent information. This next tip is something I had to learn the hard way many times. Before you even get out there, please have a plan in place. Know how much room you have available, whether in your automobile or in your home. Know that this is going to be messy at times and that you're going to constantly have to be cleaning up and processing loads and loads, major volumes of inventory. These are things that you want to be aware of from the very beginning so that you can plan for them, so that you can prepare and have your space ready and your family ready for all of the goodies that you're going to be bringing home. You need to know what things you're willing to take and what you're going to leave behind. And that's different for every dumpster diver. I don't take perishable foods, but there are plenty of dumpster divers who are willing to take those. Some only take scrap metal. Other people only take things that they can sell, things they can use, things they can donate. Whatever things you choose to take, make that decision from the beginning and have a plan for what you're going to do with them once you have saved them. And then you will be better prepared for the whole process of dumpster diving and will avoid having it take over your life, your car, your home. Trust me, you want to have a plan. With your plan in place, you can go ahead and get started. I would recommend having a few tools before you get going on dumpster diving, but really the bare minimum is just a good pair of gloves. But I would suggest having at least 2, maybe 3 pair of gloves because you don't know what you're going to be running into when you do get out there dumpster diving. Some additional tools that have come in really handy and that I have learned are pretty vital if you're going to be doing consistent high volume dumpster diving. Totes. You've got to have you some sturdy totes. You can make do with a cardboard box or even just plastic bags like large, hefty grocery bags, but if possible, get a good tote. I have found all of my totes in the dumpsters. I like having a step ladder. I am not agile. I am not able to jump in and out of dumpsters, so a step ladder is essential. Plus, I'm only 5'3". One tool that is absolutely a must-have for the hardcore dumpster diver is a rake, a long-handled 3 to 4 tine rake. It will be a lifesaver and a game changer. Also, you gotta have a grabber. I suggest investing in something strong, durable, high quality, and that has a hook at the end. Having all of these tools will just make it that much easier. You'll be more efficient, you'll save time, and you'll be safer. This is a way to avoid physical injuries and other mishaps. Using these tools can make all the difference. A few more things that are handy to have on board but are not necessary. Something to cover your hair with because things can get sticky and messy. A box cutter, screwdriver, scissors, measuring tape to make sure that something you're potentially going to recover will actually fit in the space you have planned for it, and of course some antibacterial either wipes or just some standard hand sanitizer. I have found all of my hand sanitizer in the dumpsters and it works beautifully. If you're going to be dumpster diving on a consistent and regular basis, you're going to encounter all different kinds of weather, sometimes hot, sometimes cold, somewhere in between, and there's a good chance you're going to be out there a long time. Having sustenance on board, things to keep you hydrated and fueled, is absolutely vital. Keep in mind, future dumpster divers, you're going to be learning as you go along. Things are going to come up that are going to discourage you or encourage you, motivate you, or almost make you stop. And maybe you will stop, but hopefully you'll start again and you will get out there and take these tips that I have given you from my years of crazy experience and many, many mistakes. And maybe, just maybe, they can help you avoid those same pitfalls. I wish you the best of luck as you get out there and start dumpster diving. Come on back for plenty more tips and suggestions. We will have a video each and every month with all of my best tips, suggestions, and practices for getting going with dumpster diving and continually improving and upping your game. Thank you so much for coming along for this little adventure. We appreciate you so much for being part of the Frugal family. If you are interested in sponsoring one of our monthly videos, go ahead and check the Patreon link at the top of the video description. Next month, we'll be talking all about how to stay safe while dumpster diving. It can get tricky out there, but with a few common sense tips, you can avoid some of those major hazards. What tips did I miss? If there is something that you have learned in your dumpster diving experience that you think beginners could really benefit from, go ahead and leave that in the comments below. We're a community. We want to help each other out. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to like and then subscribe for more dumpster diving and frugal living related adventures. You all have a great day, and we will see you real soon.